5, 4, ready A, and taking A full.
A possible store closing could unsettle the future of the market on State.
Ready to move on
A
to.
local art studio is celebrating its 20th anniversary. And in sports, the Ohio basketball team will have a new player on the roster. Newswatch starts right now.
All right, advancing A, ready 2, 2 ready to move.
Broadcasting live from WOUB TV in Athens.
Start your move.
This is
And taking
Newswatch.
2. Bringing Josh
Some
lower.
people's jobs are in jeopardy with the
Ready to
possible
advance 2.
closing of one of Athens' most
You're good
popular
right there.
stores. Good evening, I'm Josh Gregory.
Advancing
Thanks
2,
for
ready
joining
to go,
us.
and B.
Athens' biggest department store could close after a deal to save
Taking
the
B.
company fell through.
Bringing lower.
The Elder Beerman on East State Street could be one of many
Ready,
to
sir, ready,
close.
full for
An agreement
Savo.
to buy the store's parent company, Bonton, which filed for bankruptcy, failed. The store is a large tenant on East State, and another shop owner calls Elder Beerman the mall's anchor store.
Losing
Dave
lower.
Kassler says other stores depend on the department
Taking
store
a full.
for customers.
Ready,
If they
Josh.
don't
is
find
Mike.
someone to fill that spot, it will be detrimental to the rest of the stores that depend on the
Center
walk-in
up
traffic.
there, 1.
I think filling that store may be a challenge because of the sheer size of the store. So
Ready,
the
Josh.
other
is
thing
Mike.
is, in this town, there's really no other department store per se like
Take Josh.
Elder
Mike.
Beerman is. So it'll be
Ready to come out to 1.
Kassler hopes another large store with
One
JCPenney
tip down,
will
just
buy
a
the
little bit.
space if Elder Beerman does go out of business. There are 17 other stores in Ohio which employ
Alright, taking 1
hundreds
cue.
of people.
Ready, full screen.
Athens County is getting money
Taking
to
full
pay
screen.
for damages from February flooding. The Federal Emergency Management Agency announced yesterday it would be providing disaster
pop up on
assistance to the
prompter.
counties in Ohio
Alright, ready,
affected
2.
by the landslides and flooding. Federal funding will be available on a cost-sharing basis for emergency work and the repair and replacement of damaged facilities. Other counties listed in the press release include Meigs, Jackson, and Vinton County. According to the federal coordinating officer for the recovery operation, additional funds may be available at a
Taking
later
2,
date if
ready,
needed.
full screen.
Ohio University has a
screen's up
new
top.
simulation to train students and faculty in
Taking
opioid
full screen.
overdose response. The school's College of Health
Ready, Sot,
Sciences
B.
and Professionals presented simulations and demonstrations to the public Monday. The scenarios they presented are geared toward showing people how to use the overdose reversal drug, Narcan. The simulation creators say they hope it will teach people how to save a life if they encounter a
Sot.
real overdose.
We
Ready to
teach
come back
people
out
how to do
to-
the Heimlich. We teach them how to do CPR. Why not teach them how to give Narcan to save a life? It may
Ready to
not
tag.
be the first step for prevention, but it
Take
is
2,
a
Q.
step to save a life.
U.S.
Ready to go
Surgeon
off
General
top and A.
Jerome M. Adams recently released a public health advisory recommending that more individuals keep naloxone
All right,
on
taking the
hand.
OQ.
One woman is
taking
dead
it
after
lower.
her car hit a tanker truck head-on this afternoon. The crash occurred on Route 50
Ready to come
near
out to
Little
1.
Hocking. The truck caught on fire but was put out by local fire departments. A portion of US
Taking 1
50
Q.
was closed.
Ready, Sot, B.
It's tough for a child to keep up in the classroom, especially without school supplies or even access to clean clothes. That's the reality for more and more public school students right here in Athens County. Newswatch reporter Connor Curick tells us about a backpack drive where Ohio University students collected everything from school supplies to personal hygiene products,
full.
all for the kids.
Bringing it lower.
Socks, pencils, and a teddy bear can go a long way when
Losing
they're
lower.
all a child has.
It was kind
Bringing
of difficult
Sydney's
to
lower.
see, especially growing up. I actually attended Chancey
Losing lower.
Elementary School, which is
Ready,
now
Connor's
shut
lower.
down due to underfunding. A lot of
tell Taylor she can
students
click her
would
clicker.
get the free school lunches. They wouldn't come with coats to school or all the school supplies needed to properly learn.
Porter says the goal of this backpack drive was to
I'll
give
get
young
it.
students warm clothes and the right tools to succeed in class.
There it
Schools in Athens County, still the poorest county in Ohio, already face a financial crisis. They don't have the
Minute
ability
30.
or responsibility to supply students with pens, pencils, and so much more. That falls on the family and community.
Taking
You
lower.
might think carrying around a heavy backpack is hard work, but imagine not having one at all, nor any supplies to fill it with. About 65% of Athens families have kids that are eligible
Losing
for
lower.
reduced lunch, so for
Ready,
them,
Robbins lower.
that's the reality.
So when kids come into our care, sometimes it's literally in the middle of the night, and they get taken without any of their personal belongings. So it's nice to be able to offer them a backpack with a stuffed animal and the basic things that they'll need until a foster parent can come in and get them the things that they need.
Webb has seen some of the worst cases, but she's also seen young faces light up at the sight of a new Spider-Man backpack. OU sophomore Logan Fields, a donor, says growing up, this would have made his world better.
Yeah, I mean, my parents separated when I was really young, and so, and my mom, she was always kind of, on the poor side and needed help a lot when I was growing up. And so when I would be living with her, it was
less than
definitely
20.
something that could have been used, and I guess does strike home a little bit with me.
When these college students hand-delivered over 15 boxes of supplies, the response at Athens Children's Services was disbelief. The result? More than 50 new backpacks, hundreds of school supplies and hygiene products, and more than 100 young students who will be better equipped to take on the next school year.
And taking Josh, Q.
To learn how to help those living below the poverty line in Athens County, check out WOUB.org.
Taking 8. Ready 3 and taking 3, Q, and bringing it lower.
Good evening, I'm Taylor Nimmo. Now this past weekend weather, we've seen it all. 80s and sunny, rain, and then snow. Well, the good news is very soon we're going to start to see things calm down and hang out in the 60s, but right now, 60 degrees. It's pretty calm. The temperatures will drop overnight, reaching 39 degrees, and throughout the night we're going to see some rain. We have a low pressure system moving through that's going to bring some rain tonight and some chances of snow early in the morning. But after that, we're seeing a good weekend ahead. Friday, sunshine and 54 degrees. Saturday, 60, and Sunday, 63. So just got to get through this rain and snow this tomorrow morning. But this weekend's looking like it'll be pretty nice. But we'll have a full forecast coming up later on.
Well, it was a pretty nice day today, Taylor, and I'm glad to hear that we will have that at the beginning of our weekend. Thank you.
Ready Josh on 1 with OTS, and taking Josh on 1.
More Ohio cities are requiring customers to be at least 21 years old to buy tobacco in the state. Akron is joining 9 other Ohio cities in setting stricter tobacco purchase regulations. The new law says businesses that sell tobacco products to underage customers could get fined up to $1,000.
On 2 with T's music.
An Ohio Supreme Court ruling upholds the constitutionality of the state's death penalty law. The court ruled today a 2016 U.S. Supreme Court ruling Florida's death penalty law unconstitutional does not apply in Ohio. The decision rejects a challenge that argues juries, not judges, should impose death sentences. Judges can sentence someone to death only after a jury recommendation. Contact wearers could have a new feature to add to their prescriptions.
Hold it or get out.
And Puerto Rico was without power today. These stories and more when Newswatch returns.
Ready to fade to black, ready to fade music. All right, fade music and fade to black, hit the button.